Hey, I'm back. And of course, I've been thinking. Of course, I have. Come on now. You know what it is by now. But you know what I've been thinking about this time? There's a lot to be said about people who are nice in the street, but assholes at home. Let me say it again. People who are nice in the street, but assholes at home. They could be likened to and or also called covert narcissists. These are the people who, wherever they work, wherever they worship, wherever they give charitably, or wherever they lead outside of the home, practically everyone thinks that this person is a godsend or an absolute saint. And if anybody were to say anything contrary to that, they wouldn't be believed. It would be so impossible to try to get other people to see them as anything other than angelic. Oh yeah, these people exist. And you know what? There are droves of them. There are so many of them. And here's the funny thing. I know people who live with these kinds of people. Okay. And they talk about it. And because of who I am spiritually, I believe them. I'm probably one of the only persons who believe them, but I believe them. Because, and let me say this now, I'm speaking from experience. And in general, when I speak about a thing, it's because I have experienced that thing, and that is the only time you should speak about a subject. Okay? So, let me tell you. These people have a tendency to, again, outside of the house, everybody loves them. People say it all the time. And it's because they create that outer persona. They put on that mask that when they get home, they take all that off because it's acting and they're tired. And when they get home, where do you want to be at home? Comfortable, right? And so everybody in the house, kids included, get tore up from this person, get treated like garbage by this person. I'll say this, the closer you are to them, the more they treat you like crap. They may have their favorites in the family who they don't mess with like that. And so those are going to be the people who are going to try to stand up to you. You know, they're going to have, if there's a dynamic in the household where there's two or more, aside from the actual person, they're going to have their people who are going to back them up. Like, oh my God, they treat me nice. What are you talking about? It's got to be you. It's got to be something that you're doing to them because they don't do that to me. Like they'll make the other people that's in the household blind to their BS because they're purposefully pander to them, give to them, spoil them even, whereby like, oh no, they can do no wrong in my eyes either, right? Brainwashing and manipulating people. Pitting people against each other behind closed doors. But let me say this. People like this have been here for time. I mean, for times, for a long time, I should say. But as with anything, ways of being like this where you're just negative and you're just thriving off of negativity is coming to an end. It's coming to an end. It's coming out. Like all these, people who have skeletons in their closet, and let's face it, we all do, but I'm talking about the ones who perpetually hide their shit. Like this is a part of their being, who they are. It's coming to the light. It's coming out. And it's going to be seen. And so for those who suffer with people like this, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. If you're needing to be set free, if you're needing to be let known that you're not crazy, I'm telling you that you're not crazy. I'm with you. I've been there. I've done that. And what's going to be important for you to do is not try to convince other people to see they crap, because guess who does see it? The Most High. Nothing escapes the Most High. Nothing escapes karma, right? Nothing. And so whether it happens where you can see it or however it unfolds, they will have their just desserts, because you don't get to go around and be a certain way toward other people whereby you're hurting them and think that you're going to get away with it. Time is up for those kinds of behaviors. Time is up for people being that way, and it's going to come to a head. So once and again, I'm not here to validate. All right, I don't necessarily love that word either, but I'm going to tell you this much. You're not crazy, and you're not wrong, and you're not hallucinating, and don't let anybody pull you into crazy making scheme, rather, like you making stuff up. I know exactly what that feels like. It's gaslighting to the nth degree. But you're not wrong. It's not you. It's them. If you can, find a way to get away from their ass. The best way to beat somebody like that is to get away from them. Unless you're so inspired through the Spirit to do something else, because Spirit's going to handle it for you in the midst of them, so that they could be made an example out of, because they probably had another spiritual trajectory that they were supposed to be on, and instead they tried to turn their blessings and their gifts into charisma and to manipulate. And so for that, they will have to come to the carpet with the Most High, and they will be called to the carpet, and they will have to pay for all the BS, all the conniving, all the just low life antics that they pulled. Oh yeah. But don't wait on that either. And when it does happen, don't gloat. But if you're spiritual minded, you're not going to gloat anyway, because it's just not in you, right? But all I'm saying is, you are believed. You're not crazy. It is happening just that way. But there's going to come a time when you will be set free. But you got to put your mind toward that freedom, and you're going to have to no longer play the game. And it's not about confrontation. You don't have to confront them. It's not about that. Confront yourself. Make certain that you're accountable to your choice and having spent time with that person and being with that person, having chosen that person to have this walk. But it was a lesson. And when it's time for that lesson to end, again, be accountable, forgive yourself, allow yourself all the grace and the healing and the time that you need to process to become healthy and whole and gain from it what you needed to gain for your betterment, right? Nothing comes to utterly destroy you, yet to teach you, all right? And so just know you're not by yourself. I'm here, honey. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, about to write a book. All right. As always, you know what it is. Love you much.